is almost 57 Celsius. Pretty hot. Oh, hold on. Hello everyone, Thoranx is here, and welcome back to No Man's Sky, where we had quite a few really awesome discoveries in our last feed. But today is a new day, and so our exploration feed is going to be discovering a new undiscovered planet. The last planet in this system, as we systematically explore every part of the Thoranxian conflagration, is a hot planet currently experiencing a storm, it seems like. So let's get down there, and of course, let's get our very obligatory shot of the firestorm and color dichotomy here as we enter the atmosphere. A beautiful mix of colors, very red and green. I imagine, based on the coloration alone, that this storm is probably a wall of fire, if I had to guess. Oh, yeah. Temperature is increasing drastically as we punch down into the atmosphere. Look at that, yo. That is kind of magnificent. I'm thinking something to really... Now, the vapor looks cool in sort of a false color kind of way, but I'm thinking we want the synth, yeah, to really bring out the red. Okay, the terrain absolutely looks actually very similar to some of the other terrain we've seen here, with these anvil floating islands and objects. Let's go ahead and settle down. Okay, wandering hot spots. Yeah, it's a little hot. Okay, we have our first fauna already. We've made contact. Eats solar vine. Okay. So, oof. Oh my, yeah, okay. And things are on fire. Things are definitely on fire. I can't believe how much is lit up on fire while we've got here now. Look at these rocks. These rocks are very interesting to me. Look at this. So, talk about a wandering hotspot. This is probably a very frequent event that happens on the surface of this planet, which really makes you wonder how the fauna survives, right? So let's see. Toxic bark, decomposition, fungal symbiosis. Hold on. I'd be curious how fungus survives on this planet. Proton recycling, that makes a little bit more sense. Ooh. Oh, look at these. Okay, so we've seen some of these. We've seen some of these, I want to say these exact same creatures. Some of these exact same creatures underwater. Are we close enough to get a good look at it? Actually, I guess we scanned it. We could get a good look at it here. Yeah, look at that. Discovered on the sun-soaked atmosphere of this planet, once they have selected a nesting site, they remain there for the rest of their lives. As they continuously build, the nests of a mature adult are frequently colossal. Exceptionally fine teeth allow them to selectively eat, chewing only the most nutritious parts of otherwise tough and hard to digest plants. It is aware of its fate. It's aware of its fate. Rare, rare, rare ground. These are always active, found in the north. Flying diurnal, uncommon. That means during the day. So, always active, found in the north. I guess we should head to the north of this planet? The question is, with the storm having settled, are the fires still going to break out on the surface? Maybe not. This planet definitely seems scorched. Everything's kind of brown and wilted. We're still getting some fires, but I'm not sure if those are residual or not. So let's see, the north would be that way. These little creatures are just running from us. That's an interesting plant there. I would like to scan that. Feeds off of free radicals. Oh look, there's some grass here. Okay, so that appears to be what is catching fire in the storm are patches of grass that have sprouted up out of the soil. Likely the soil is made very fertile and rich in minerals due to the frequency of the fires, but it doesn't look like anything really grows except for these sort of... Oh, wait, we're getting... This is some sort of... Oh, swarm of something. Self-aware. Eats mostly rocks. Well, there would be a lot of those on this planet. Oh, here you go. Look at this slow-moving creature with 6 legs. Wise. Eats solar vine. It's okay, it's okay. You don't have to run. I'm not trying to... No, it doesn't want anything to do with me. There are a surprising amount of land animals adapted to this harsh climate. You can tell by the rocks that there maybe used to be a lot of volcanic activity on this planet and it has settled down. It has sort of a blue atmosphere given how much smoke and char is being put into the atmosphere from all this fire. So I think either it's probably the high degree of oxygenation, right, that causes so much combustion. Because without an oxygen-rich atmosphere giving you this sort of blue sky, you wouldn't have fire as readily available. You need the oxygen. It's part of the fire triangle, right? Without fuel and heat, or with fuel and heat but no oxygen, you still get no fire. Where are we at with the fauna? So we've discovered all except the one found in the north at this point. And look, 0-1. And 0-1 just kind of orbits this. Where is 0-1? Is 0-1 visible here currently? Doesn't seem like it. I have to agree that the misshapen terrain on this type of a planet, it doesn't seem as out of place. It almost makes me think like, yeah, just through sheer massive geological activity, these sort of rock formations were born. And it makes them more believable. It makes them seem less like an anomaly and more just like this planet was probably had, super volcanoes, not but maybe 100,000 years ago. And after all the dust has settled, we're left with the oxygen-rich environment. Yeah, see, look. fires without the storm. So yes, the surface is burning, and that makes me think that this was largely like wooded, maybe, or at least had more. It had more going on, probably from all the uh, volcanic gases and stuff spewed forth during its supervolcano event, likely covered the atmosphere with enough greenhouse gases to increase its temperature significantly. And now you're dealing with hotspots, massive wandering hotspots. It's also possible, you know, that there are other factors, but I think given the shape of the terrain and how everything seems scorched, a supervolcano event was likely the culprit. I think we're going to keep drifting north, looking for this life form. But look how clear the sky is up here. Like, this is... it's incredibly clear. Like, just astoundingly so. Maybe the supervolcano event was much further in the past. But even if it was way further in the past, you would think with the sheer amount of smoke and char and dust happening on a regular basis, as all the fire on the surface, that the atmosphere would have more particulate in it, maybe taking away from some of its crystal blue luster, you know? So what are some reasons that we might have all this smoke and fire and such a clear blue atmosphere? Could be that the airborne creatures... let's take a look actually at our fauna again. Well, let's get into the atmosphere. Could be that some of our airborne creatures are filtering out the atmosphere, feasting on all the carbon. That kind of makes sense, that creatures would have evolved to fill that niche because it would have been in abundance. But that maybe dates the supervolcano event a little further back into the past, because I doubt creatures would have evolved to fill that niche in 100,000 years. So we could be looking at a supervolcano event, maybe more like, you know, 10 million years ago? Generally, nothing stays the same, though. Stuff like trends in one direction or another, so it could be that the planet is trending cooler, that it would have been incredibly hot, and as everything is eating the carbon and the plants that do occur start to thrive and transfer... okay, we just passed the North Pole. They transfer some of the carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide into oxygen, and that's what you end up with. Look at the sky during a sunset. Or is this a sunrise? I don't know. Let's settle over here. It's 8 in the morning. This is sunrise. But look, okay, so there's a lot more life over here on the North Pole, plant-wise. The flora is significantly more populated over here. Yeah, these. Builds large nests. Nibbles at shoots is all it says for diet. But... migratory. Diet is... petals. No! Wait. But... petals burnt? Or petals on the ground? Because... we also have the giant, like, swarms. And their diet was rocks. So they might very well, between the three eating plant matter and rocks, they might find everything they need in the atmosphere. You can see on the ground there's definite particulate, like lifting up from the heat. It's fairly hot here on the surface. Almost 57 Celsius. Pretty hot. Oh, hold on. Whoa. Collect seeds. Easily startled. Oh my. Discovered on the sun-battered surface of this planet, their muscles are held in a state of constant tension, ready to flee at the smallest sign of danger. Sharp vision allows them to detect seeds just as they begin to swell in their pods, giving them an edge over other foraging creatures with toughened skin. That's 350 nanites. Wow. I'm tempted to make some friends here. I think that's the way to do it. Let's scan a few of these minerals. Sure, we're gonna catalog this plant here. This one is probably carnivorous with glowing tubers. So this plant is probably one of the primary ones that catches fire, which is why it's not growing very large. And so that would be the tubers that the airborne creatures are feeding off of. Frozen in time. Scented herbs. Alright. You know what? Let's make some friends. I think, no scented herbs. That's like a... Yeah. I think we'll just start with 2. Have they expanded my storage? No, they have not. Alright. We're going to send all those to the freighter for sorting later. Are you also... You're sweetened compost. Look at them all! Oh my goodness. Let's go! Yeah! Oh my gosh. Whoa, whoa, we're gonna get... Oh, hold on. There's enough for everybody now. Don't get crazy. One side, one side. Make room. Hold on. I've got more. I can... Oh my goodness. This is an alien feeding frenzy. That's what we're getting right here. This is so busy. I don't even know if this is a good image. It's so busy, but feeding frenzy. And what do you have? Eggs. Yeah. Yeah, tall eggs. Okay, let's go with some of that, please. Tall eggs. Yes. We're gonna need eggs for our cooking ventures one day. We had an awesome, like, milk gathering area not that long ago. The problem is that cooking is awesome. Cooking is awesome. The problem is caching in the food for nanites is a royal pain, and I get they're sort of setting that up to make it maybe a little more tedious, so it's not just like the de facto go-to sort of thing. But I think, look, I'm leading the herd of them. I'm leading the herd of them. Oh, could we get up to the crest of the mountain? That would look so much better up here. Come on. But to finish my thought, I think that everyone, maybe I don't speak for everyone, maybe I should, like, watch myself, but I think everyone would accept fewer nanites for food with the ability to turn them all in at once. Okay. We're almost at, like, the picture perfect zone. So they're following me still. We've got, like, this migration trail of yeah. See? Look. Now we go boom. That's your image right there. Look at that. You know, part of me really just wants to set up a farm here and farm eggs. Like, part of me really wants to make that a thing. No, I'm not making creature pellets. I'm harvesting eggs now. Come on. Look, there's so many of them. Okay. Let's consider maybe a few things for a moment here. Maybe like not the scaly meat, so we can put our chewy wires in here. I think it's pretty easy to decide that we're not gonna differentiate between synthetic life and organic life. Chewy wires are not vegan. We're just gonna make that call outright. I think we can get rid of this leg meat. Alright. Now hold on, because honestly, I'm not done. I'm not done. Hold on. Look, let's go! Hey, it's feeding time. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. This is where we go. We put down a base here, and then we farm eggs. I don't know. Maybe something simple. I think we have time. I've got to follow my instincts, and my instincts say that's what we're doing here. Yep, searching cartographic archives. Let's go ahead and claim a base here. See now, look, they're wandering away. They're no longer my friends. We're losing them. But we're getting these other creatures. Now they want sweetened compost. They want scented herbs, and they give leopard fruit. So we're kind of catching a mix here. You know, I've changed my mind. Because, and maybe it's a bit of a shallow reason. I don't know. I think everybody has to make up their own decision on what's a good location for a base. But the planet is kind of dreary, which isn't like a showstopper, that it's mostly like this dark, charred, burnt color. Because it has some character. It has some character with the creatures in the sky. But I think the problem is, if I'm throwing out sweetened compost, or scented herbs, I mean, I'm gonna catch leopard fruit and tall eggs. And I mean, if we decide, if like later we decide, you know what, that was actually a really good place, why did we turn up our nose at that? We can always come back, right? We're adding this place to the, you know, Thranxian conflagration. We're archiving it as far as planets go that we've discovered, and of course, it's right next to 0-1, which is another reason to like come back at some point. I don't think it's in the cards for us this time. Not this time. Even though these creatures are really neat. Little bipedal insectoids that, yeah, I come up to like their knee. No, don't run away from me. I'm the guy with the food. How fickle. And just like that, it's all over. It's all over. There is a lot going on here. But I think the truth of the matter is that we've pretty much explored what we could out of this system. To name it, let's see, I think... The mind races with options. I think we're going to end up somewhere at... like... Scorchalia. Scorchalia, because that's what it reminds me of. It's just scorched. It's just burnt. Alright. That works. I think at this point we're gonna maybe go to the Relentless, perhaps? Oh. Yeah. I'll take some of that action. Maybe like over here, and then let's look the right way. Okay. Maybe get a little bit off the ground, not too much, but yeah, we want to try to catch it all, if we can. No, we have to go more on the ground. Yeah, it's got to be like this. I think maybe that's different filters to grab this one. Ooh, Chrono. No, it's a hot planet. I think we go with Synth. Oh, and look at the sunset. I think that's fun even without us in it. We're not going to waste this exact moment in time. Yeah. The colors. All right, and now we're getting a yep. One of the wandering hotspots has found us. Interesting that it came with the nighttime, the night sky. That's pretty interesting. All right, well, we're gonna punch through the weather, and then let's find our capital ship, the Relentless. And let's go ahead and board. And maybe we'll spend a little bit of time talking about our capital ship here, because I'm very much aware that while we're doing this exploration, a new explored planet, every day, that we have other things that we should be working on, and one of those is our capital ship. It does break my heart a little bit that we have this epic capital ship, and we have yet to... We have maxed out its inventory space, which of course is really awesome. We have, however, not done much in the way of, we have not maxed out its technology, and we have not started farming these S-class modules, which I also want to do, and I don't think I'm going to keep that anymore. There might be a possibility for judgment from that, but frankly, I just don't care. It was not serving its purpose. Kind of going to have to sort out this inventory, but I'm not going to do that necessarily on camera, quote unquote. You can't see the air quotes, but they're there. But what we need is something better than this. All we have is kind of this wide open area, and you know, our storage stuff is here, and we have a terminus, and we have a trade terminal, and exocraft station. It's like the bare minimum. And really, when we have a capital ship this amazing, like this awesome, we should be running with something equally awesome as far as like an interior, you know? Oh, look at that. We finally maxed out our fire berries. Okay, so we still need a few pulpy roots. We have like no marrow bulb. I suppose we could maybe gather some of that. I don't really know what we'd use it for, though. And then, of course, some aloe flesh, some frozen tubers, a few more jade peas. Definitely low on grawberries. We need to keep an eye out for those the next time we're on a radiated planet. And definitely some aloe flesh the next time we're on a desert planet. Not sure why we have such the discrepancy. More than anything, just to have them. I don't think any of them are particularly necessary, but what we need to do is to start looking at how we want to make our capital ship appear. I've had some discussion in the comments with people thinking that, you know, maybe something similar to the last one. People liked my last layout, but I'm thinking we can do better. I'm generally, my mindset is almost always like always improve, do better, do your best. And I think that just imitating where we were is 100% not my best. And so with that, I have to kind of be honest, I don't have a design in mind. I don't, it's true. I have some ideas, but absolutely nothing that I could say is an established design. So once we get an established design, we'll likely do a stream and do the build in a stream. So if you're wondering when it's going to come, it's probably going to come whenever I get the chance to do it, and my day-to-day has been a little busy as of late. But we're going to keep these exploration videos happening. I do hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. Until next time, take care.